What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We are going to discuss the WrestlePalooza predictions. And we're going to talk about the match card, ticket sales. The event seems stacked and it's going to be must see. I doubt if there are going to be any matches added to the event come Smackdown. But we'll have to wait and see, but I doubt if they'll add anything else. I think it's about, I want to say, 7 matches on the card, I think. But I could be wrong. But WrestlePalooza takes place in Indianapolis. And the venue is going to be at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, which holds, wait for it, for basketball, it's 17,274. For concerts, it's 18K. And for ice hockey, it's 11K. So this is pretty good. So I'm pretty sure with John Cena being there, Brock Lesnar being there, CM Punk being involved, AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, with them bringing all their big stars out, Cody Rhodes and everybody else, they're probably going to fill the venue to capacity. So that is fine there. So we're going to get into the match card. We have 5 matches right now as per recording. I don't know, like I said before, if they're going to add any matches onto the show. But for right now, we've got 5 matches, which is weird. I don't know why we just have 5 matches. We really should have at least 7 matches. I don't get it. I really don't understand it at all. Hopefully, come Smackdown on Friday, they're going to add at least 2 more matches, but I highly doubt it. So, let's start with Io Sky versus Stephanie Vacker for the vacated Women's World Championship. Who wins this? I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Stephanie Vacker wins. She needs to win this. You can still have an EL feud with Kyrie and Asuka. You don't need the championship involved. EO doesn't need to be champion anymore. She's been at the top for a while. And it's time to move on from EO. It's time to put some fresh, a fresh coat of paint. Because those walls are looking kind of gross. And it's just time to move on from EO. Look, I'm a fan of EO. She kicks ass. She's a great worker. Same thing with Stephanie Vacker. But I think if you are wanting to push new talent, it's time to put the title on to Stephanie Vacker and move on. If you want, you could have Rhea beat Stephanie Vacker at some point down the line. Don't know when that would be. Maybe next year. Maybe, before the Rumble. I don't know. But again, it's time to move on from the past. Put the title on Stephanie and run with it and see what she can do with it. And, get Stephanie a mouthpiece as well. I mean, her English is okay, but put her with a manager. Moving on. So, the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, they're back together versus The Vision. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Tag team match. Who wins this? Probably The Vision. I do think the LA Knight is going to get involved. It would make the most sense if we're being perfectly honest. Why would the Usos win, even though they just got back together. It would make no sense. Division, they still run Raw, even though they're fucking ruining the joint week in and week out. But it would make sense for the Division to actually win. And I do think LA Knight joining the Division would be smart. It's basically already been teased. And it makes sense because if you turn LA Knight heel and you align him with the Division, it does make sense. You would need another member for War Games because you would just have Rollins, the Bronze, and LA Knight, who would be that fifth member. And I think that's what they might do is add a fifth member at some point to the faction. Because you guys know I don't give a fuck about the Division, but it would make sense for LA Knight to actually cost the Usos the tag team match and just align himself with the Division. Moving on, speaking of tag matches, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Mixed tag team match. Clearly, the babyfaces are going to win. Why would CM Punk and AJ Lee lose? I'm pretty sure that Becky's going to take the pin in this match. It would make sense. Then you could do Becky and AJ Lee at some point. Don't know when that would be. If you wanted to do it at Survivor Series, that's fine. That's what I would do. So there is that. So CM Punk and AJ Lee are going to win that. I'm also wondering if that's going to be the co-main event, but I doubt it. This will probably be the one match that opens the show. Because I would imagine Cody and Drew McIntyre, they're going to be in the co-main events. So Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes is going to obviously win here. Hopefully this will turn into a feud and we can get at least 2 or 3 more matches out of this event with this program. Hopefully it'll happen. Main event of the evening. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. John Cena needs to win this, and then once Cena wins this, Brock Lesnar needs to retire. If we're being honest, again, I'm a fan of Brock. I am. But it's time for him to kind of move on. You know, Brock's been great, but I do think it's time for him to move on. They could find a new Brock and Obafemi maybe, I don't know, and build him up tremendously, hopefully, but I don't have any faith in Triple H at all because his booking sucks ass. So there is that. But as it stands per recording right now, we only have 5 matches. Hopefully, they'll add 1 or 2 more matches. I'm surprised they're not adding more matches, but it is what it is. The tickets sold right now, I don't know. I would imagine it's probably sold out. It should be because of the name value. You got Brock and Cena, you've got CM Punk, you've got AJ Lee, you got Becky Lynch, you got Seth Rollins. So you got some pretty, and you got Cody Rhodes, you got the Usos. So you got some pretty big names on this card. So the show should basically sell out. So I'm going to go over the predictions again. Stephanie Vacker will be the new Women's World Champion. Asuka and Kairi will screw Io out of the title. The Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, they'll win with the help of LA Knight. CM Punk and AJ Lee will win against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Cody Rhodes will retain against Drew McIntyre, and John Cena will beat Brock Lesnar. So there is that. But what are you guys thinking? Like, what are your predictions for WrestlePalooza? Who do you have winning? And hopefully WrestlePalooza is going to be a good one. Because it's going to be a busy, busy Saturday. We also got AEW All Out, and that'll probably run a good 4.5, 5 hours, because I'm pretty sure that it probably want to go at least 5, because it's going to start at 3, so they probably do want to run a good 5 hours at least. They did it before when they did Double or Nothing up against NXT. No, that was when WWE was doing Saturday Night's Main Event. They went with that, head to head with that for, at least the first hour of that. So I don't know what the hell Tony Khan has planned for All Out. But what are your predictions for WrestlePalooza? And I'm still looking on getting a VPN. I don't know if I'm going to get one yet or not. I don't know. I'm still going to play it by ear. I think what I'm going to do is just check out certain websites and see how that plays out. So that's what I'm going to do, basically. But what do you guys think? I mean, what are your predictions for WrestlePalooza? And are you excited for the event? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.